Streaming. See how it's going there. I've got the ads on it. We'll give everyone a minute. Oh, does it need to? No, we're there. Okay. I got confused by the screen. Okay. We'll give everyone a few minutes. I put it in the MummyMonkey group and then on our fan page.
Okay.
So we'll see.
If anyone shows.
Are there any like sport games going on?
Sport games. You know, you're asking
the Browns are dunsies, right?
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't know sports stuff.
What I know about sports, you can write on the back of a dime with a crayon. I don't know anything.
I'm
about sports.
I'm about the same.
I'm very, very bad at that.
I'm about the same. Okay, it says we have one viewer.
Comic books,
Woo.
Toys, I know a lot more about that. And even better than, hi, Lulu.
Uh-oh.
That's the callback, I'm sure. Hello?
We're live, hon.
Yes. I had to take them.
Okay.
It's okay.
The C tag.
Oh, no problem. That's my pleasure. Yep. He's a good friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, everything's fine, actually. Thank you. Will do. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay,
Like,
that was awkward. Hey, and
okay.
I forgot about the microphones. Hey guys, welcome. We're gonna start up our podcast here. Just had to phone a friend, help out a friend.
Life
for a minute.
happens, you
Life
know.
happens. Sometimes you have to run over and
If
help
you're
a
watching,
friend real quick.
hey neighbor Brian, how you doing? Good to see you today.
Hi, neighbor Brian.
Yeah, he's doing all right now.
Good. So glad he's okay.
Louie's here.
And we've got Louie there, Wiki Bobby's here, SB Cruiser, John
Louie is
Lincoln, the
hanging
C-Tac.
tough. Hey guys.
So far 5 viewers, and that's okay. People could always catch this later. I know I posted it maybe like a half an hour or maybe an hour ago that we were going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I should have posted it sooner. So
Right, Louie? Louie agrees.
I didn't give people much notice.
Louie's like, where's my audience?
Grandpappy's here. Hey, Grandpappy.
Grandpappy.
Hey, guys. All right, let's start the podcast.
Let's start a podcast.
Let's start a podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of
Living the Scream, the behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And I am Janet, the Mummy.
And I am James, and I portrayed the monkey Grimgory on our Friday night live streaming horror hosted show.
Yeah, so we
The Harry Scary Hangout.
We host the Harry Scary Hangout Friday nights on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
We also do reselling vlogs, and this Mummy and the Monkey channel is about all of the topics we enjoy.
Ooh.
We like scary movies, we like sci-fi, pop culture, that type of stuff, and then we also like going out thrifting and finding cool stuff to either keep or sell.
He's got long white, like, kind of hairs. You see how long that one is?
Yeah, Louie has little white hairs. He's a little old man.
I love you, buddy. Yeah.
He's old man Louie.
You're such a good Louie.
Louie's a senior cat. I think he's about 9 or 10 years old. We don't know his exact age, but it's cute. As time goes on, he's getting more little white hairs.
I love you, Lou.
He's so sweet.
Hi, Louie.
And our cats like to show up when we do the podcasts, when we host the Harry Scary Hangout. The cats don't care. They just show up whenever. Mm-hmm. Louie's the most friendly out of the 3 crypt kitties.
He's a lap cat for sure. The only one we have right now.
He is a lap cat. James is his favorite person. But he likes guys. He likes to hang out with the guys.
Hi, buddy. Yeah. Woo.
And Scott is joining us. He says, hi, guys. Love that YouTube sends me a notice when you go live.
That's only if you subscribe, right?
When you subscribe and
you have
click
to hit
the
the
bell.
little bell, yeah.
If you click the little bell, you get a notification. It'll show up on your phone or your tablet or whatever.
Say, these jokers are on.
It's like, oh, hey, they're on. Oh, okay. That way you don't miss it. So cool.
Warm up that YouTube. All right, well.
All right, so we haven't done a podcast in like a month.
Has it been that long?
It's been like a month.
Yikes.
Maybe longer. The
Shame on
holiday
us.
stuff was real crazy because we were trying to do, we actually did like 3 different Christmas shows for the Mummy and the Monkey for our characters.
We did.
And
Crazy. We're nuts.
That was a lot to put together and coordinate. And then, you know, you've got family, family stuff where you try to go and visit family.
Yup,
Can't
all of
forget
that.
them.
It's craziness.
And then New Year's. And now here we are.
And then you blink, and then the month's half over. It's just crazy, right?
Yeah, now we're like halfway through January.
Like I
already.
can't believe like the next big holiday is going to be probably besides Valentine's Day is St. Patrick's Day. It's like it's coming. I remember buying the corned beef and cabbage last year like it was yesterday. It was weird.
Yeah.
Crazy, but
Here we are.
here we are.
Time goes fast. You gotta go fast with it.
It do, right, Lou? It do. Well,
All
this
right.
guy can't get enough loving.
We did hit up the Berea Indoor Flea Market.
Oh, that's right.
Like a week ago, and that's on our YouTube channel. We show what we find, and we show some of the cool stuff we saw while we were there. We videoed it with our little GoPro camera. And then before that, we had some December footage that we uploaded where it was just like a mishmash of videos we kind of put together. Because I honestly forgot about it. And we forgot to record some bits for it. But we're like, well, let's get it out there so people could see it. And we are wanting to work on more Mummy and the Monkey skits and more videos, so we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But for this first half, we're going to talk about eBay and reselling and scavenging.
Ow. Yeah, I got a really gnarly paper cut here or something.
Ouch.
It really hurts.
Paper cuts are no fun.
Yeah, it's like right at the bendy part too, of the finger, the middle finger. Is it the middle one? No, it's not the middle
Wiki
finger.
Bobby says his cat Salem is an old cat too. So cool.
Yeah. So you said we did go out a little bit today.
We did. We went out
hit up
to
a couple stores.
2 thrift stores today. It was a nice sunny
Sunday.
winter Sunday. A sunny Sunday.
Yeah.
And we hit up a Savers and a Goodwill.
Yep. A twofer.
Yes, and I found.
What did you find? Anything good?
I found some good stuff. Should we show the haul and then should we talk about our eBay stores, how they're doing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Or
we could do that.
Unless you want to address the eBay business first and then do the haul. It's a little bit. I'll probably do it that way.
Let's talk business first and then the haul.
Okay.
So, okay, in December, eBay was hopping. Christmas time, people shopping for last minute presents and things like that. eBay was hopping. It's picking up steam this weekend. I'm getting some more sales coming through, and I was sending out offers. Last week, it was a little on the slow side.
Yeah.
And then I have an open return right now, and I had like 4. So this is really strange, and it just always seems like if it happens to one person, then I'll get like 3 others where something's going on. I had people buy things, but then I get a message saying they changed their address. Oh, that's my old address. Can you send it to the new address? So then I respond back. I said, sure, but you have to change it with eBay. It has to be on file with eBay. I can only ship the item out to whatever the person has on file. If I just send it to the address they tell me, and it's not the address that matches, so if someone is missing their package, that'll count against me. Like if there was something weird where I had to do a claim or something gets lost in the mail. eBay likes it where everything matches up and you can see the tracking and it's easy to figure out. So I had to have people change it on their eBay account. There was one order where I had to cancel the order and then put it back on eBay so they could rebuy it with the correct address. And then they complained that the shipping cost them $12 more. So they were living, they have a summer home and a winter home. So they were staying at the winter home and it had the summer home address. So if their other, if their house is farther away than what it was showing, they're going to charge you a little more in postage. And they were like upset with me that the shipping was going to cost them more. And I explained to them, it's not me, it's the postal service. It's based on your location. And with your new address, it is farther away.
Right. And this is funny how...
and I said, look, I did all that I can. Here's all the information. And you decide if you want to purchase this again or not.
Right.
And I just left it up to them. And I'm like, I'm kind of done. They did end up buying it like the next day after they thought it over. I guess they did buy it again. So it was a silverware set.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing, if you made a mistake, but it was all on them, and it's like it's not right to take it out on you or any seller that would be in the same situation. When you buy something anywhere, I mean, you got to have the right money, the right amount. You just can't.
If you're buying something, make sure it's going to the correct address. Look over everything before you click that buy button.
Yeah, just like any other thing you'd go buy somewhere, it's the same thing.
And that way, as a buyer, you're going to make sure it's going to ensure that you're going to get your package where it needs to go. It's going to show up at wherever you're residing. And as a seller, it's good for me because I know it's going to get where it needs to go. And I don't have to worry about a return or something getting sent back. Or if it gets sent to the wrong home, if that person currently living there is going to take your item and keep it.
Right.
Like, you know, there's so many different variables there. So if you're shopping online, please double check your address.
We have another visitor.
Oh, there's Earl.
Earl's creeping in.
Will Earl let me pick him up? No.
He might not. He probably won't. If he does, he'll get on.
Yeah, Earl does not like to be picked up.
Earl hears us talking and thinks something's going on.
Earl's not as cuddly, but yeah, he hears us talking. Maybe I can try to pick him up.
Good try.
Hi, buddy. I got you. Oh, he squeaked. He's mad. There's Earl. Earl is so big. He's a big boy now. He used to be such a tiny kitten.
Yeah, I can't do that. If I do that, he'll start biting me like right away, like really
Earl.
hard bites. Right, Earl? He lets you pick him up.
He'll tolerate it because, you know, I'm his mom. But Earl's my cat. Louie is his cat.
I guess.
And Jack is sort of both of our cats.
Yes.
Oh, Naoko's joining us.
Naoko.
Oh, Miss Naoko.
Cool.
And
How you
Draugr says January is always slow for retail. Yeah, January is a slower month because everyone spent all their money for Christmas time. So
Yeah, it can be depending on what you got, what you're trying to move. But
yeah, you can still get some sales. Just depends on what's going on. And you have to be willing to wheel and deal.
yeah, I got. Speaking of that, I had a book. It's a book of drawings by some artist, I guess, or writer, and I had it for $200, and someone offered me $100 for it. I mean, I might have paid $3 or $4 for it, so I took it. It's like half off, but
Yeah.
you know, I still made a lot of money off of that.
That's still a good
It's
sale.
been sitting online, you know, my store for a few years, but I got to do something with my store. I'm starting to, you know, at first I thought you were kind of imagining things, but yeah, there's something wrong with my store. Like I have like almost 2,000 things in there, and old stuff selling that I listed 2 years ago. It's like, well, why is it that just being, you know, why is everything should just be out there? I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway.
Right. You're okay. I'm just checking this other screen.
Yeah. But yeah, so I sold a few nice things over the weekend, and just got to pack them up, get them out. I think we don't have to ship anything till Tuesday.
Tomorrow's technically a holiday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday now. I think tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, it's MLK Day.
So technically, if you guys ordered anything from us over the weekend,
Be patient. Don't get mad.
yeah, it goes out Tuesday morning because of the holiday Monday.
Yeah, but it's been kind of, you know, I haven't been able to dedicate enough time. I'm going to try to do some listings tonight.
Yeah.
But I'm like every 3 or 4 days I list something. That's not good. I gotta get back into like at least put maybe 5 things a day if I can swing it. But I'm so busy with the job and everything.
Yeah. So what's great is we both cover so there's people who resell full time, like, you know, I do that as my
That's your job.
income as my
Yes.
job, and then you have
I just started a new.
You started a new job working remotely.
Yep.
And then you also do eBay on the side.
Yep, and it's nice to have that money roll in, you know, and just sit there now, and that's good because before I used to use all that for bills, but I don't have to anymore. I could use that to just sit there, and if we need things, and you know, if we're gonna hopefully pay the house off one day, it'd be nice to. That's my main goal.
Yeah, that would be nice.
This year, it would be nice to just
or to get some stuff fixed on the house. So yeah, it's good to try to save some money and get some things fixed up and
all of that, and then save up more money and maybe move in a couple years. Who knows? But anyway, but you know, so there's some goals there that are achievable, and things are starting to look like they can happen, which is nice. You know,
that is nice. It does help.
Last year, this time.
We were getting by. It was just hard to save money.
Yeah, I mean, everything was like, you know, like paycheck to paycheck, you know, which is fine.
Which is how a lot of people live.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah,
but
I don't mind
it's good to try to save money.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to get ahead a little bit, and so since I'm getting older and all that and good stuff, and I don't know, I just was never really good with money. But
Todd
I know how to
Andrews,
spend it, but I never save it.
Yeah, a lot of people know how to spend it. Todd says, "Hey guys." Draugr says, "I'm sure it was hard on you guys during COVID."
No, I mean that was the thing.
We did okay during that time.
Yeah,
actually,
people were buying more
people
stuff.
were buying more stuff online then, and we still had a good chunk of things to sell. Sourcing was for a few months was tricky. Where we went to some private sales, a lot of thrift stores were closed during some of the lockdown times.
Yeah.
But I was like looking up online auctions and going to some private sales.
I'm just happy COVID's over. I'm just happy it's just that it's.
It's not really over.
Oh, I thought
there's still all those germs and stuff
course,
around.
I'm sort of
yeah.
joking, but yeah, but obviously
it's easier to deal. It's not as intense.
It ran through everybody pretty much, and it's still obviously out there. We're not getting into that, but I was just joking how people say it's over.
Now there's more medical ways to treat or prevent it.
Yeah, in the beginning it was.
And we
nuts.
are not doctors. Go talk to your doctor for advice.
But anyway, so during COVID it was actually not that bad, and all we had to do was stay home and list stuff, and I have a ton of stuff.
And we were working from home by that point anyway.
Yeah. It was just
I was really lucky because I had a brick and mortar shop where the lease expired. The lease was up January of 2020, and I decided not to renew the lease. Well, that was 2 months before the pandemic hit here in the States. So it was kind of like a blessing in disguise. I actually got really lucky because there
you would have been paying for that thing.
I would have been in debt. There were small business owners that ended up closing, that ended up in some debt because they were struggling. So
yeah, and you have a place you're paying on that nobody can come into because everything's shut down and no one's going out at all.
Yeah,
that would have been bad.
Yeah, but, I know some small business owners, if they had a little shop, they were doing like shop by appointment or putting things online, stuff like that to try to survive because it was tough then.
Well, Heidi made it through with her shop, you know, but she was doing the estate sales and stuff, and obviously, you know, you can't stop that, you know.
Well, those were closed for a while too, but yeah.
Anyways,
it's better now. Oh, you're yawning.
I know. I'm
Don't
sorry.
yawn, then I'll start yawning.
We ate that food, and I'm all sleepy, and I didn't sleep a lot last night. I was joking around, hanging out, threw a few back.
You were watching movies and stuff. You were being a night owl, and I went to bed early.
My one crazy night.
So okay,
maybe
our
some
eBay
show and tell.
Our eBay stores. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Do you have any open returns or customer issues?
Well, yeah, I do. Oh, I do. Matter of fact.
Okay.
So So I had this. It was like a creepy crawlers kit.
Yeah.
And you make like, you know, it's a different kind. It wasn't the regular one with the oven. It was a different. Excuse me, creepy crawler kit.
You okay there?
Yeah. That sandwich is repeating. And you get these like little eggs in there, and I guess you liquefy them and pour them into a mold and whatever. I think they might even be, I don't know if they're edible or not. I think it's just plastic goop, but it was a different form. Anyway, this thing is like, number one, it was a rare one. It's not one that you could, that when it came out, it was one of those ones that a collector might look for. And it was sealed. It wasn't open yet, but it was older. I mean, it was like over 10 years old. And
so kind of vintage, older,
close to being vintage, but old, and it was a harder one to find. I had it for $100. Someone bought it, they get it, and they go, well, all this stuff is dried up and doesn't work. It's like, you spent $100 on something and played with it, like. What are you doing? I thought,
So it was meant to be like a collector piece, and
they
opened this item that's rare and in the package.
Complaining that this stuff obviously has some expiration. And where would you? Let's say you buy this thing. I don't even think you could find the stuff to replenish it. Like they don't sell it.
No, it was mostly like it was supposed to be a collector thing.
So some nudnik got it and complained. Now they're returning it. I said, look, there's nothing in it that said it's collectible.
Did they actually open the return?
Yeah.
Okay.
They opened the return. I called eBay about it, and they said, don't worry, we're on your side on this. I'm like, okay. But then,
I doubt it,
But then a few weeks later, they opened up the case and said they're sending it back.
Okay.
It's like, son of a
But they
gun.
haven't sent it back yet.
Not yet, no.
Well,
I haven't gotten it.
If they don't send it back within the
30 days, yeah. Which is a long time. I mean,
they used to have it, I think it was like a week or two. So before the pandemic stuff, I think with eBay returns, they gave the person, it was like 7 to 14 days. And if they didn't send it back within that time frame, then the return was closed.
Yeah, a month.
Now they're giving them 30 days to send it back.
Yeah.
Which is like really, so long, it's a really long time.
Yeah.
So then for 30 days, if they don't send this back, this return is like still open, kind of in limbo.
Yeah, my last, I don't know if I said, I think I did talk about that last return I had where the person sent me back, didn't send back the item to get refunded. It wasn't broken. It was a mug, that Channel 43 coffee mug. They didn't send, they were supposed to send the item back. They wanted a refund. I'm like, fine, just send it back. They sent me back an envelope with $1.62 and change. and a note that said, "This is to cover the mug." It was a $50 mug.
Weird.
You know, another collectible thing.
Yeah.
And eBay was just they refunded them. And I'm like, "Are you insane?" I said, "This person did not send me the item back." "Well, sir, you accepted the return." "Yeah, but it's supposed to be what I had, what I sent them."
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth. I think somehow they gave me my money back. I think they just sent me
Didn't you had to do a dispute, and
I had to do
there was a lot of back
kinds.
and forth.
I even had to sign an affidavit that I am telling the truth. Like,
Wow.
wow. I mean, you guys, it's like.
But then they, well.
Like, why would I lie about it? I mean, all I wanted was.
Well, and we've been sellers, and we've had eBay accounts for a long time.
Yeah.
So you hope that means something.
Well, the problem is with being a small seller, as opposed to these guys or these companies that sell things in mass and in mass quantities on eBay and other places, Amazon, is that we don't. It's not like, oh, we have 10,000 of these things, and if one breaks or whatever, we'll just give you a new one, or just keep it and we'll send you.
A lot of small sellers are like selling out of their basement or their garage.
And you have one of these things or
and
something.
it's just a one-off collectible thing that you're putting up for sale.
And it's harder on like the small sellers because everything we put up, it's stuff we sourced, and it's like we're saying, sometimes most of the time
it's one of a kind
things that can't be replaced.
You can't just find it at a Walmart anymore or a Target.
Yeah. Now when they send me this thing that's the thing with the Creepy Crawlers game or that set. It was brand new. It was sealed.
And they opened it.
Now it's not.
Now it's damaged, and you can't resell it like that.
And how am I? So what you're trying to tell me is that if I find something that's sealed, I should open it, which now it's not sealed anymore.
Yeah. So if I find
check the contents and make sure they're viable, then it's what's the point?
If I find some rare in the box like He-Man figure, I'm just gonna open that and play with it, and then return it.
You have to make sure that it's okay.
What?
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, but some things like a figure specifically, you could probably resell easier, but like a play set or things like that, it's like now that thing's worth $20.
Yeah, now it's not worth anything.
You can't buy them for $15 or $20 open and used.
Yeah.
But this was sealed. He paid $100 for it. What are you doing? Anyways,
so every now and then, this doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then you get like that one return where it really irks you. It gets on your nerves because of the,
jokers.
They're either trying to get their free or
they just made a dump. They had buyer's remorse.
Maybe buyer's remorse, or they opened something that's not really supposed to be opened. It's like a collector thing.
And that's fine, but in the one case with the mug, it's like, I don't care if you don't like it. I'll give you your money back. Send me back what I sent you.
If you're returning something, send it back intact the way you purchased it.
And I told the person with this creepy car, I said, well. I said I'd give you $30 back. I offered $30.
Yeah.
Because they
opened it. Like a partial refund because they opened it.
They opened the thing. It's worth nothing anymore.
They opened it. Yes.
What a jerk. I mean, and then they're mad at me or whatever because they made a dumb mistake and bought something.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that they didn't like.
Something like that I would have probably put in the description, like a collector piece not meant to be opened.
I usually do that stuff, but I had no idea.
To try to cover your butt?
I had no idea what was in there and what. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what it was. I just looked when I did the research on it. I found it was a rare piece, a rare toy, and I put it up for what people were asking for, the same thing. I did the comparisons and put it up for $100. Well, now it's not worth anything, and now I get stuck with that. I'll probably have to eat it.
Or just throw it out.
Yeah.
Donate it or whatever.
So I could probably piece out some of it. Maybe I could sell some of the little trays or something.
But you're still like negative $80 then. All right, we've got some comments that came through. I like shrink eating because they're somewhat collector items, says Bobby. And then Bobby asks, don't you ever collect stickers from the 70s to present? I don't really collect stickers. I have sold vintage stickers that were still in the package. Like I think I had some Pac-Man stickers before that I've sold. Usually I look for cheap stickers that I could put on. Like I look for thank you stickers or cute cartoon stickers I could put on the packages so when I sell something.
Yeah, if we ever came.
It has some fun stickers on it.
Yeah, stickers are probably hard to find, old vintage ones, because people use them.
Yeah, because people use them. So yeah, there are some stickers that are collectible.
Yeah, the ones I'd like to get are those Marvel trading cards that were stickers. They were kind of like, they were just die cut shapes of superheroes with a word balloon with some kind of funny saying, and it came out in the 70s. They were like And they just had funny sayings, you know, in the word balloons.
See, I remember when I was a kid, I had a whole folder of, it was like laminated that you would put your stickers on.
A lot of kids did that.
It was like a sticker folder, and I remember the little puffy stickers, like the 3-dimensional ones.
Oh yeah, they had the scratch and sniff, and the scented ones, all kinds of weird ones.
Yeah, like like strawberry shortcake, and she smelled like strawberries. It was cute.
Yeah, D&K used to sell a lot of that crap.
Yeah, the D&K store used to have stickers.
Yeah, tons of those things.
Oh, I miss the D&K store.
Yeah, they're gone, but
they are. They've been long gone.
But it's funny that you remember those. They must have went out of business in the early 90s.
Scott says the one about the mug. Dee says that's a common scam. Someone buys a $1,000 purse, then mail back a button. Yep. Hey, you accepted it, so I mailed back the purse. Yep. Lots of scam artists out there.
Yeah, and this guy, was particularly annoying because he knew what he was doing, and he's a fan of TV networks and stuff like that, and he obviously knew what it was. He did, and
he knew what he was doing.
It's just but to know to send back just anything, an envelope, a flat paper envelope, not a mug, not a coffee mug.
Yes. I had that happen once before where I sold I think it was a game or maybe a videotape, and they opened a return saying it was the wrong thing, and then they sent me like a completely different videotape. Like, I'm going to keep this, but I'll send you something else, just to get my free. Yeah, it's really obnoxious when that happens, and it does hurt small sellers.
And eBay makes it like very difficult to.
I mean, if it's like a $10 thing, it's like, okay, you're a jerk, but I'll just, it's $10. But if it's like what Scott said, if it's the $1,000 purse, that's $1,000. I mean, that could pay someone's utility bills or get them groceries.
Yeah.
That could be a mortgage or car payment.
And but the crazy thing about that, using that particular number, like $1,000 is nothing to eBay.
Yeah.
To them that's like a $10 thing.
To them it's nothing.
They don't. You should you can handle that hit, right? No.
Is there any way to not accept it? That's a good question. So on a lot of my items I list now, I choose that the seller pays the return shipping, meaning I pay for the shipping label, and the person sends it back to me. And if it's not, you okay?
Woo, he got me right in the fingernail.
If it's not intact, like if they send it damaged or send me the wrong thing, I can decide how much I can return to them. Like monetary wise, like I can choose like.
See, I don't understand that. Explain that to me now.
I just explained it, and
Louis was attacking me.
Well, tell him no for now.
No, Louis, he wants to play.
He does want to play.
He's good too.
So, when you list an item,
right,
put under the return section that you pay the return shipping.
Then when it comes to
that way, if someone were to return something, you don't have to return to them the full amount of money.
Why?
Because you're paying the return shipping. And they give you that option in case if like you wanted to deduct the shipping from the return cost. Okay. So then I could deduct more if I wanted to and say, hey, you sent me back a broken thing, or you didn't send me the right item. Then the buyer could try to dispute that too, but at least you have that if you click the seller pays return shipping.
Okay, yeah, I started doing that now.
So I've been doing that, and then some items I put no returns.
Even though eBay will.
I sold some. It was new with the tag. I sold them a week or two ago. It was vintage ladies lingerie from the 1990s. It had the original price tags and everything. It was like brand new mint. So I'm like, I didn't feel comfortable accepting returns on underwear. I'm just going to put that out.
Why not?
I'm not going to accept returns on underwear. So, yeah, for certain items like that are personal items, I don't accept returns.
Got you. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do some show and tell. I think that might be more fun. People are tired of hearing us gripe. And,
yeah. So, okay.
Piss and moan about.
I got, let's see, we went to Savers first, and I had a 20% off coupon. This was $5.49. This is from the 1940s. This is a ladies. Let me move the screen up so I could tell what's going on
stuff
here.
From,
your stuff is in the red bin.
Oh, I only had a couple things.
Yeah. So there's a vintage ladies purse.
What did I get from that? I thought I got something else.
And this is really cool. This is a Legend of Zelda lady's purse also,
Oh,
but
where
it's
is that?
some rare collectible
I got the good thing. I left it.
video game themed purse. It has the Triforce on it. Careful, watch your step. There's the Triforce on there. If you guys have if you guys have ever played Legend of Zelda, I paid up for this one $14.99, but I think it could be really good. It's made by a company called BioWorld. So there's that. Skid marks, no charge, says Albert. Exactly, Albert. That's why I won't accept returns on lingerie.
Depends on who's wearing it.
Oh God.
Depends on who wore it.
That's
right?
asking for trouble.
Send a photo of yourself.
Oh God.
I'll decide whether I'll take it back or not.
Yeah, send me a photo. No, don't. We're joking, guys. Laurel Birch. This is a Laurel Birch ladies tote bag. Laurel Birch is an artist, and it has dogs on it.
Yeah, but you don't have the Laurel and Hardy Birch bag. See, that's
No,
what you
I don't.
have. See?
But that brand is collectible. Laurel Birch. People like to collect it. She does like cute dog and cat collectibles, like purses, jewelry, shirts, T-shirts.
That's all she does?
And then I've got jewelry in there. And then this is really cool. So do you guys know the brand Coco Joe's? Are you familiar with like the Hawaiian and tiki stuff? So this is like a little trinket dish. I think it's made out of resin, and it says
Raisins.
resin.
That's a lot of raisins to make that.
It says Hawaii Aloha, and then it's signed Coco Joe's.
Kokomo Joe's.
And I paid $2.49 for it.
Could maybe
and
get.
I don't know, maybe 15 to 20, but it's very cute. And anything Hawaiian I pick up because I have had some luck selling tiki and Hawaiian collectibles. There's a lot of people that like the tiki and Hawaiian decor, like if they have like a little mini tiki bar at their home, stuff like that. It's cute.
It's adorable.
And then you show some things, and then I'll go to the jewelry. People like the stuff you find.
Yeah,
The stuff I find is usually girly.
Yeah, I found this is from the Goodwill. How could I resist a creepy clown picture?
Oh, that is creepy.
It was painted in 1970. It says April 1970 by Fern Ox, a woman named Fern Ox. But that's pretty cool, huh? This kind of kitschy, weird stuff sells. And I don't even think this is a paint by number. I think this is somebody. And look at
I
that
have
face.
sold some creepy clown
That
dolls
chin.
in the past.
Wow, that chin.
Yeah, he's frightening.
Very creepy.
There's some nightmare fuel for you.
That was only a few bucks. I thought that was definitely cool. This was from Savers. I don't know the name of this thing. I had to do a Google image search. But when you do other plush, not this particular one, I didn't see this one there. This particular style of plush, other sculpted plush they had to this character. But they sell like for $50. So this is a few. I might be able to get 20 for this in this condition. It's kind of seen better days. So I'm going to really use this thing. I don't know if somebody printed this out and sewed it themselves, but that's actually, they might have. But anyway, I'll see. I paid a few bucks for it. Let's see what I can get for it. I might be able to sell that.
Nice.
But at Savers, I found something really cool, and you were like, oh, I didn't see that. I found a the real Ghostbusters.
Aw, Ghostbusters.
It's like a little gun, you know. It's a
from the 1980s cartoon.
Oh, there's a it's got one of the things in it.
It shoots the little
Yeah, I didn't know this was in there.
ghost pellets or
Cool.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you load it in there? How do you shoot these things? I don't know how it works.
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Around in the chamber. Anyway, but that's kind of neat, huh? It's got
You'll
the
shoot your
Ghostbusters
eye
sticker there, and you know, this is $3.49. I think these look like they sell for like $30 on eBay. So that I think this should sell relatively quickly. You know, the sticker's seen better days. Looks like it has some that adhesive comes through and gets kind of weird looking, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's old. It's from 1989. So, anything else good? Somebody must have gave away a whole collection of clowns at that Goodwill.
There were a bunch of clowns on the shelves, and I did look at that one too, and I almost thought of getting them, and I put them back, and then you grabbed them.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
Big Top Bonanza Del Monte, 1985. It's like probably a promo for Del Monte canned goods.
Probably a mail away.
Yeah, it says Del Monte right there.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not? It was like $1.11, so you know.
And some people legit like clowns.
Yeah.
There are
You
some.
married one.
Hey.
There you go.
There are some people who might not consider clowns creepy. Maybe they look at those clowns and they're like, "Oh, it's cute. I want it."
I don't know.
You know?
It's definitely a thing out there. Doesn't work, but it probably the batteries are way old in this thing. This is from actually 1990.
Make sure it's not corroded.
And the funny thing is, that must be for the David Bowie Queen. This plays Ice Ice Baby.
Nice.
Do 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 do. It doesn't. I have to. Maybe I will try to switch batteries out. Make sure that it's not corroded in there. But yeah, this is all. It's an animated singing penguin. From, like I said, it says 1990. That makes sense, right? That song was a hit back then.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what this could sell for. I only paid $2.11 for it. Animated stuff like this, holiday, especially Halloween, but this could also be. I don't know what this.
People buy like Christmas and Halloween year round.
I'm gonna try 50 for this. I think I haven't done any comps, but I'll bet it's around $50.
I mean, I just sold some Easter ornaments last week. I had some. They were considered new old stock. They were in the pack. They were like little tiny Easter egg ornaments, and they even had like the Kmart sticker. They looked like they were from the 70s. They were really cute.
This guy's still tied in there. I don't. Oh, I could probably take them out and re-put them in.
Yeah.
I just want to change the batteries out and make sure it works before I sell it, so I don't get someone going, "It doesn't work." It's 30 years old.
So I grabbed a bunch of costume jewelry. I'll show a few pieces.
And that's all I really got. So.
These are. It says Japan in really tiny letters, but I did sell some Japan beaded necklace recently, I think for $25 or $30. This was $1.99, and it's pastel beads. I think they're resin or clay or something. But yeah, the weird old kitschy like costume jewelry. Some people like it.
Oh, I also found a Lisa Marie Presley CD. Oh, rest in peace, Lisa Marie.
Here's something that's really tacky. Apollo. It's like the Greek god Apollo.
What stud wore that around?
Some type of like big, ugly necklace.
Hey, I can't go out. Why not? I can't find my necklace.
And I paid $2.99 for it, but I think.
Hello, ladies.
I'm not sure. Stuff like this, I've seen like Zodiac things like this.
Can I see it?
Owl or like the 70s, like the big owl necklaces. I don't know what I could get for it, but it's so weird. I had to grab it.
Yeah, it's that pot metal or whatever they call it, right?
Yeah, it's costume jewelry.
Hey, ladies, how are you?
It's junk jewelry, but
look at him. Look at that Apollo necklace.
You'd wear like your turtleneck sweater with like your big chunky ugly necklace.
So anyway, cigarette, thanks.
Yeah. What's your sign?
What's your sign, baby? All right, peace. Like, what is this?
Groovy.
Who wore this?
So yeah, there's an Apollo Greek god, or is that Roman? Is Apollo Roman or Greek?
Greek.
Okay. A deity there.
Apollo.
And some clip-on earrings, some random pins.
The ladies' man.
Little trifari, like clip-on earrings, stuff like that. Do I ever sell biker rings, says Bobby. Like Harley stuff?
Well, if you could find them.
I actually have a men's sterling silver dragon ring in my eBay store, and I think a few other rings like that would be considered maybe goth or rocker or biker. So, yeah, I have a few in there.
If you were ska and goth, you could be skoth.
Skoth? A ska goth?
I wonder if there's a ska goths. Scots. I don't know.
Albert says, I pity the fool. Mr. T necklace.
Yeah, one of his, yeah.
Grandpappy says, for a manly man. So yeah, we just a small haul with this stuff. Yeah. Oh, and what else did I get? Oh, these are cool. I gotta show these. They really tape the heck out of some things at the thrift store.
I'm just happy they didn't put the.
So that was $3.11, and these are from the 1930s. They're little salt and pepper shakers. They're really cute. I like the old-timey lettering. Will that show up on there? Let's see. I'm going to try to get closer here. So I like that old-timey lettering. Yeah, those are 1930s. Might be Bakelite. Probably Bakelite. But yeah, I paid $3.11 for them. I'll clean them up and put them in my shop. And yeah, Art Deco style.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. When I was moved into my first apartment as a young kid, I had like a little flour and tea, flour, sugar, tea, metal canisters. I would have loved to have found those. And then I had stuff like that.
These are $2.11. This is a vintage, like a little game. It says Royalty, the word game you play with cards. It's some type of card game. That might be 1950s. Yeah, maybe 1950s, and it has the instruction book in here. Let's see. Does it have a year on it?
Mate.
What year is this?
Mid-60s.
You're weird.
1965?
1964.
Yeah.
You are weird.
I know. Oh, the weirdest thing, because I like to try to, I'm pretty accurate at guessing time. So, with the, and I think didn't we do it with Albert that one time? We were over his place and I did something like that. Well, I guessed the time, or we were out with them at having dinner with them somewhere, and at I think it was Fatheads, and I remember I picked that. There's what time is that? I'm like, well, let me guess. And I guessed it. Well,
yeah.
When we did our show on Friday night, we start our show off with the Harry Scary Countdown. It's like the 15-minute show.
Yeah.
And when we're watching, it starts at 8:45 now. We start at 8:45.
Yeah, we start earlier now.
But anyway, so for me to cue that up and hit the the stream button to stream the show, we could see the clock on the computer, and it doesn't have the seconds. It just has the hour and the minutes.
He counted it down to the second.
I randomly.
It was really weird.
It was like
he's weird.
It was
time.
It was
and guessing time.
It was 8:44. And I had no idea where it was in the last minute. I just started counting down from 37. I'm like, okay, 37, 38. And I'm like, 3, 2, 1. And I pointed and it flipped to 5, to 8:45. You looked at me. I'm like, I know. I don't know.
And Bobby remembers. Bobby says you did it on the show a few times for the prizes of the names.
Yeah, that was really weird
where
too.
A couple times you guessed who the prize winner would be, and you were spot on.
Why can't I win the lottery then?
Yeah, then why haven't we won the lottery?
I haven't tried to pick those. I always get the auto thing, so maybe I should try to pick them.
That's funny.
Anyway, whatever that means.
So, all right, let's move forward to the Mummy and the Monkey. We talked about reselling. If you guys have any questions about that stuff, you can put it in the comments. That's cool. If you're watching the replay of this later, you can always ask us something in the comments later.
Yup.
Okay,
Yup.
so
what about Mummy
we
Monkey?
actually filmed some things yesterday. I don't want to go into too many details.
We befriended somebody or someone actually sought us out.
Sought us out. Watch what you say.
Sought us out.
Sought us out.
And a movie maker, we'll just say that, an independent filmmaker. And he got a hold of us, and we, threw around the idea to do some kind of a Blu-ray release or something in the future that we host, like we did with the J.R. Bookwalter, the Dead Next Door, and the Terrence Muncie film Bikini
Because we've worked with filmmakers before. So there's a filmmaker that we had over as a guest yesterday, and we filmed some things.
Yeah, you pulled that all together, and
we might film some more stuff next weekend. We're not sure yet, but
yeah, it's interesting. We're going to see where this is going to go with this guy, and. But yeah, we'll have a new Blu-ray release
for the springtime.
It's a really cool movie. We'll just say that.
Yeah, it is a cool movie.
Yeah, it's not kind of next level for Mummy and the Monkey. It's actually like right up there with Dead Next Door as far as entertainment value, and it's good. It's a good one. Different subject matter too for us as far as a film goes.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's it's kind of a weird mix of stuff.
With the Harry Scary Hangout, we try to show we're limited to public domain films or independent films that are okay to play on YouTube.
Right.
And so even if we had access to bigger budget movies or had access to like better films, we still have to follow the YouTube guidelines.
Yes.
So if something has excessive gore or if there's nudity, we can't show that on YouTube.
But
we want to be in good standing with YouTube. But for straight to video stuff,
that's a different story.
We could show pretty much whatever as long as the filmmaker gives us their consent.
Yeah.
So in this case, the filmmaker is all for it. He actually asked us several times, and we were talking, and we set something up. It is a film that has gore and stuff like that, and we definitely could not show it on YouTube.
No, and if this goes well, and we might start releasing some Mummy and the Monkey adult movie stuff that we'll host. Some dirty movies, right? Triple X features.
No, not
no
triple.
Hardcore.
No, nothing adult like that. No way.
It could really be the Harry
that would be a little weird. Things would get weird.
The Hangout.
No.
We get a whole new me, the Harry Scary Hangout.
There'd be a lot of hangout there.
Yeah. Nah, we wouldn't do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. But
Draw a line at
when I
smut,
say
really.
more like grown-up movies, I mean like, yeah, like a horror film that is rated R or
With
not
swearing
rated.
and nudity,
Swear-
partial nudity.
Yeah, I
and,
mean, there might be boobies or something.
and blood and guts
Yeah.
and gore, all the stuff you love out there. And it's, an adult, it would be an 18 and over type of thing.
Yeah.
All the disclaimers, and it's up to the parents,
Yeah, so
obviously.
this is going to be like straight to video stuff.
Yeah.
So like
R-rated movies.
yeah, and when we were able to have The Dead Next Door on YouTube for a little bit.
Yeah.
The filmmaker had to go on YouTube and okay it. And then
still
with
sell.
YouTube, you had to be. It said that they marked it as 18 and over.
Yeah. That too.
That one didn't have nudity in it, but it had a lot of zombie stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
It had a
gore.
lot of
Yeah.
zombie gore. Yeah. The Bargain Barons are here.
Hey!
Yay! Hi, Bargain Barons. And there's a ton of comments. Wow.
Yeah, let's read some comments.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, I need a nap.
I know. I'm like feeling you there.
Oh yeah, nap time's coming. And then wake up and do some eBay listings. And
Draugr, question. Have you guys thought about giving us the option to paying to become a YouTube member here? Could give us.
do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we.
Could give us exclusive emotes we could post in chat.
Oh.
Yeah, so we can actually do that, and we haven't done that yet. I think we haven't really talked about that aspect much yet, but we're trying to build it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
And then we could try to do the exclusives.
Interesting.
I'm like all flushed. I need ice water.
You don't have any either?
No, this is like a fizzy water.
Is there any ice? Well, let me get you a cup.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Be right back. Whoa. Keep getting on.
Yeah, careful.
I don't even feel a pull. It just pops right out.
Well, they're so lightweight. Yeah, the little mic will just pop off if you start to wander away. Let's see. Any new skits for Stasha and Yashu or for Janet and Grimm, says Bobby. That's a good question, Bobby. Yeah. So, we actually have some skit ideas. There was a skit we wanted to film this week before the show we did this Friday, and we just couldn't get to it. So we're hoping next week during the week, or maybe next weekend, film some more stuff. Yeah, there's a lot. There's so much we want to do. It's just getting everything coordinated to do it. Albert, the few indie movies you guys did have on your show were actually pretty good. Thanks, Albert. Let's see. Are you and James going to attempt Metropolis? Yes, Connie. Good question. And hello, Connie. Yeah, we would love to host Metropolis now that it is in the public domain officially. I think a lot of people may have hosted it before.
A lot, yeah, everyone has.
Assuming it was public domain, but it wasn't.
The tricky thing with that is it's a silent movie, as you all know. And I just wonder how, with the music that's in it, is that public domain? Like, how would you?
We would have to swap all the
rescore
music out to like YouTube. Polka music.
We should do a polka Metropolis.
A polka Metropolis.
Of course. How was
that? Would be funny.
Okay, we got it. What do y'all think about that? The polka scored Metropolis. That'd be great.
Yeah, there you go.
We wouldn't have any problem with that.
And then, Grandpappy says Miss Lady K's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh.
So happy birthday, Lady K.
Happy birthday. That's nice. Yeah, it's always nice to go around the sun one more time.
Yeah, awesome.
Make it to that next birthday.
And your birthday's coming up
It's
soon.
coming up
in
soon.
a couple weeks.
I don't like to be reminded about that, but
And Denise says, would love a polka Metropolis.
that could be funny.
Uh-oh.
Now, I did see.
Now you said it. Now
yeah,
people are going to want
I
it.
stepped right in it.
Now
didn't
you
I?
have to do it.
Well, the Ghoul did a really nice version of Metropolis on his show in the late '90s, and he used a lot of like great music, like Beatles music and all kinds of stuff. Queen. It's like we can't do that, obviously, but
Yeah.
they put sound effects in it, which was kind of funny. So
Yeah.
he had an interesting take on the Metropolis movie. But if we did it, we'd have to do something fun with it.
We'd have to do something funny with it.
It might not be all polka, but there'd be a lot of polka, and it could be funny.
Yes. I think there needs to be some type of polka dance segment.
Who knows? I have to check it out and see what I can do with it.
Connie says, yes, you did step in that, James.
That's okay. I'm used
Albert
to it.
says, hey, everybody, polka. I thought they made a remake of the Metropolis movie, says Bobby. I don't know. Did they do a remake?
Why would you want to remake that beautiful movie?
It's the original is awesome.
Everybody's remaking everything when they should just make something new. And I say that, and they come out with a movie like Renfield, which looks ridiculous. But there you go. I guess no one's ever going to be happy.
We talked about that on Friday.
I know. I'm just saying. I didn't say I want to talk about it. I said I just made a comparison, like where everyone where I'm bitching and moaning about not about they don't do anything different or anything original. Then they do something original, and I bitch and moan about that. So what are you gonna do? Can't please some people.
People love to complain, present company included.
Well,
sometimes we complain about movies.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all sort of fall into that little, like, everything is being catered to me, and it should be to my liking.
Yeah.
But
Jack Gray says there was an anime remake.
Really, an anime remake?
What do you mean? Oh, is that
I
speaker?
don't know. I'm all nervy and weird. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Fidgety. I'm all fidgety. Sorry.
We're good.
Fidgety.
Okay, so Mummy and the Monkey stuff. So appearances, yes. Cinema Wasteland is in the spring. I think it's in April.
It's coming up. Yep.
So in a few more months.
Yep, we'll have hopefully we'll have a new Blu-ray for that.
Yeah, we're working on new stuff to debut there, like maybe new buttons and patches and a Blu-ray release. I think that would be good.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, lots of cool stuff in the works. Janet's always on top of that.
Trying to be.
I like when you're on top of things.
Alrighty then. There's one movie I haven't seen in a long time. It's a silent movie, The Golem.
Oh, The Golem. Yeah, that would be. That should be PD too. I would imagine it's 100 years old too, isn't it?
Yeah, The Golem. That's a really old movie. That might also be. A lot of those silent films are, unless if like Universal bought it or something.
Yeah, Golem might be.
But Golem might be okay. I don't know.
I'll have to look that one up too.
I think that Renfield may be different, but I would rather see Cage as Fu Manchu instead.
I want to be Fu Manchu.
That would be interesting.
What, Fu Manchu? Like Christopher Lee played Fu Manchu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Fu Manchu.
I don't know. That'd be different.
I was thinking that maybe I didn't order the lo mein. What would you do?
I don't know.
You see?
I never thought about that one. I do like Nicolas Cage. I think he's okay.
He's a very quirky actor. Well,
for a little while on the internet, there were a lot of people that were bashing him.
Yeah, but that's easy to do, right? But but he's a likable character actor and an interesting actor, I think, because he's like a Shatner in a way. Like he has these weird mannerisms, and he plays into them. He does it. He just goes with. He has his own sort of like vibe,
Yeah.
And it works in a lot of good stuff. Actually, there's a movie that came out recently where he plays himself, and it's this millionaire that wants to hang out with Nicolas Cage for a while.
Oh, okay.
And he wants the real guy, and it's kind of weird looking, but
interesting.
Yeah, interesting looking comedy, I think. Anyway.
All right. Okay, so we talked about the reselling part of it. Oh, we want to hit up estate sales again. We haven't done estate sales in a while.
Yeah, So we're hoping some people
we're gonna
croak so we can go to these.
Don't say that, jeez.
Or maybe move.
Maybe they
an
moved.
assisted living home or something.
Maybe they moved away and they're just downsizing.
It's morbid humor.
So yeah, maybe in the next week or two we'll try some estate sales and see if we could film a little bit of that and do vlogs with that. Yeah,
I'm up for that. I love estate sales.
Yeah.
Find some cool stuff. Still, and then another thing one of our resolutions, I would say, or is it it might be a resolution, but we have been so many different ideas for the channel and things we want to do. One thing we have to do is shoot some more new skits. For sure.
Yes,
that has to be priority.
People were asking earlier, and we definitely want to shoot new skits.
We haven't shot a skit like anything
in a while,
and nothing so far for the new year. So we have to come up with some stuff. And then after that, I'd like to at some point during this year, do something with the found stuff that the weird things we find on video and audio tape. So
yeah, I would love to do more with that.
Yeah, I'd like to because. There's we were watching some stuff last night that's very inspiring. It's another group of people. It's a thing called Everything is Terrible.
Oh yeah, and we would watch them from time to time, but we were really watching it yesterday.
Yeah.
They put out some really funny videos. Everything is Terrible. They have a YouTube channel. They put out straight to DVD stuff, and it's all like. It's like compilations of things, weird things that they find on VHS, like weird shows and home movies,
workout videos, but they're really bizarre things.
Bizarre workout videos.
Yeah, the one we were watching on YouTube, it was some yoga guy who's very strange looking, old guy, and he's like teaching these kids yoga, and it looks messy. It's just
and then there's
strange.
These weird things in costume,
that come out.
The whole thing is just really
bizarro.
Oh, it's so weird.
You've never heard of this stuff, and there's a reason why. It's just these independent, small, weird, strange how-to type videos, and they find all this stuff, and they just make they cut them up and they put them together in montages and stuff, and I mean, sometimes they even kind of play around with them a little bit.
Yeah,
But
if you like weird, obscure stuff that people find on VHS, look up Everything is Terrible.
Yeah, it's great.
They have a really unique channel, and what's cool is you can even go and you could buy DVDs off their site.
It's cheap too. Their stuff is real cheap.
They sell their stuff cheap.
And I bought all their stuff. They have a Christmas special that's really good, and sometimes they've just sent me stuff extra when I buy. I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But they're real nice people, and the stuff is just there's a lot of work going in editing all this stuff, but it's great.
And some of it was what they call like psychotronic, where they'll take some of these videos and do weird music videos.
Slow them down.
They do weird effects with it, like they'll like slow mo some of it. And
it turns it to
demonic. It turns it into some whole nother thing.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
There was one we saw a month or two back about computers and the internet.
The coming internet.
From the 1990s and around the Y2K era.
Yeah, lots of instructional DVDs.
Yeah, all these really funny
VHS
like
stuff.
Instructional videos about using your computer on the internet.
This is called the World Wide Web. It is the information superhighway.
Yeah.
Talk to your kids about using the internet. Everything's spelled out. It's like it seems so lame now, but it was a big thing, when it first came out.
Here's a good question. Scott says,
Axe.
Any chance to do like a Mummy and Monkey get together for your fans someplace, like how Big Chuck and Little John used to do?
God, I'd love to do that.
We would love to do that.
We should do a live show if we can.
It's just trying to find the right venue and everything.
Yeah, we would love to.
We would love to one day. Yeah,
that would be great. Yeah, and the only thing that held us back the last couple of years, obviously, was the COVID thing. So because we actually had some ideas to remember. One of the ideas we were throwing around, kicking around, was starting a bowling league.
Yeah.
That could be funny.
Mummy and the Monkey Bowling League?
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I forgot we had a cool name for it, like not the Alley Cats, but something like that.
The Crypt Kitties, or
there's some kind of thing with the bowling alley pun, but
I don't know.
I wrote it down somewhere, but yeah, we were thinking about we would all get shirts and the bowling shirts made up. I would do a logo for the back of it, like a cool tattoo style looking biker. Like
I'm so
50s.
bad at bowling.
So am I. That's what's funny about it.
That would be the funny thing.
And I wouldn't be putting anything on. I'm just a really horrible bowler, the most uncoordinated human being. Like I'll do the whole walk up, then I stop and I throw. I can't do the
the granny bowl, where you're like.
I'm not quite that bad, but
That's me. I would granny bowl it.
Yeah. I don't want those rails that they have for the kids, that they put the ball in the middle.
Bowling is so Cleveland, says Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's very.
You said you wanted to go bowling.
I didn't realize there were bowling alleys still open in our area, because I knew like a lot of them have closed over the years, and there's only maybe like a few open around here. And we drove past one the other day, and I'm like, I don't remember the last time I've ever gone bowling.
Oh my God, it's always.
So it's been years. So maybe we should go bowling.
But that's always an idea. And
try to do something.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I don't know if it'll materialize.
But as far as an event goes, we could do something a little more low key. Not low key, but something that's not just bowling and limited to how many people.
That's true. Maybe we could do like I don't know. But yeah, we would love to do more like appearances, local.
Or at least
like
a mixer, like a get together could be fun.
Or like a little get together.
Yeah, we know some places we could probably rent out and maybe do something like that one day. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe rent out a movie theater or something.
That would be cool too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, they are all good questions and suggestions. They all sound like fun. We'll see if we could get any of those ideas done.
Yeah, this year should be a little bit better for everybody about getting out and everything.
Connie says there's a couple of bowling alleys by her. She lives out in Eastlake. Cool. Well, probably wrap this up for now, guys.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'd like to get a little rest. It's been a little crazy
we need
weekend.
to rest a little bit. We were working a good chunk of the weekend, but we wanted to do a podcast and at least play catch up because we haven't
Catched up or mustard.
we haven't done a podcast in a while.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna try to get better at that. That's another resolution.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining. If you have any questions or comments later, you can add it to the YouTube comments. Remember to like and hit subscribe. And thank you again.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening. Have a great week, rest of the weekend. And we'll see you next time here on
Living the Scream.
Woohoo!